So, V?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to continue story then, yeah?
Yes. I think we are at the... Please don't make me read this. The S Springs area.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I know this is, again, we've spoke about this on stream when we were recording before, but the Shesenawezegi Springs, yes. But the MSQ is called Blowing Smoke. I'm gonna say, because it's been a little while, that my knowledge of the story is a little bit rusty now, but I do remember we're out in the western area, which I'm looking around, and I'm loving that you can see like the dust and stuff like that blowing by. It's such a cool aesthetic. I'm liking it. I do remember enjoying this whole western area quite a lot, and the quest line.
I actually am quite surprised that these kinds of effects were not already added in zones like Thanalan, which I think would have made a lot of sense. And when it comes to the story in general, I do admit to being a little bit rusty as well, as we're just coming back to the MSQ. But I do know that we've kind of left Wukong behind, and that we are starting essentially a new chapter where we are in this area where we are, you know, essentially helping others, helping people from this area now. So that's all I know. That's all I remember. And I guess this day is going to be a refresher on where exactly we are. I do remember that it was kind of for me at least, a little bit of a pleasant surprise that Wukong is not the centerpiece of our quests anymore. At least not for now. But we'll see how this goes.
Can I ask?
To find you.
I've just been waiting to ask you when you were done talking, but which instance zone are you in?
Oh, okay. One.
You're in instance 1, okay, that's why you couldn't see me. I was heading to the MSQ location, but
okay, which zone are you in? Because I can switch?
No, I've just switched, that's what I was just needing to know.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm on my way to Blowing Smoke.
Oh, I was waiting for you there with a car.
Oh.
That's okay.
Where?
I was next to the Etherite. I thought that's where you would spawn, and I was waiting.
I did spawn there, but I'm on my mount heading.
That's okay. I will travel on my own. It's fine.
I don't even see you on the map still.
That's weird because we're in a party. Oh, we're in a cross-world party for some reason. Why is this so? Okay, let me see. How do I even leave this band? Okay, there we go. How do I add you to a very normal type of party?
No, it's because you invited me in another world. So no, this is fine. This will be working fine now. It's because we were in a cross-world party. Oh, actually,
we still are. I think one of us has to actually travel to another world in order to.
Oh yes. No? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm in Twintania. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, well, this is going great. Okay. Do you want to travel to me? Okay. Your load times are 900 times faster than mine.
That's fine. There's a little thing of me never having traveled to another world, so you're going to have to guide me through it.
I can talk you through it. It's really easy. Return to Gridania, Limsa, or whatever. Click the main Aetheryte. And then you should
have to go there?
Yes.
Okay.
And then just click travel to, different world or whatever.
I thought maybe I could do it at any ether, right?
No, you can change instances on any teleport, I think. With the new zones especially. I don't even know if they're in every zone at the moment. But I think the game must have quietened down a fair bit now, because the game launched July, and we're now all of July, August, September, October, and now nearly November. So 4.5 months ago now. That's crazy.
A long time. This is actually my first time ever that I've traveled.
Not gonna lie though, looking around here with all the dust blowing around it is kind of, I know it's not snow, it's like the opposite. It just feels almost like wintry. Like, you know, with like the snow falling down. It's not snow, I know it's not, but it just kind of gives that aesthetic.
Yeah, and it's been a little while, so I'm definitely happy to be back. But also I'm really trying to fall in love with the game again and to give it a decent chance. And I have to admit, not really knowing why I guess I fell out of it for a little bit, whether it's because of other projects or because of this expansion maybe not hitting me the same way that the others did. But I'm happy to give it another shot and, and see if I can get back into it.
Yeah, I mean, I've not rated the overall MSQ to be absolutely phenomenal, but also I feel like it has been given a lot of criticism, and I think some people have criticized the story. Especially the characters like Wuklamat. See when I hear people criticize something, I look.
Sorry for interrupting, but are you on your way?
On my way where?
To the quest.
Yeah, but are you in the right instant zone now?
Is that now going to be a problem again? I thought that. Okay, so now I'm in an instance 2.
Yeah, because you've traveled to a new world and then traveled to the same zone that has 3 separate instances.
I guess seeing each other in game is as hard as seeing each other in person, it seems.
So when people tend to criticize games or something, I'm more open to looking at ways to not see it that way. So at the moment, I'm really not hating the game or hating, the zones. Or the one thing I do hate that I will still go back and say that I still don't like the name of these very long-winded teleport names and zones. But I'm looking at this in an approach that to me it's a newer Realm Reborn. So when you first started Realm Reborn and you read Coertus Western Highlands, you're there thinking, oh my god, what now? Or all these other silly zones like Mordona and stuff. Like we were probably like, oh, more donuts, like the way I'm seeing it is that we're doing the same thing now where we're basically building up. So I'm being incredibly open-minded right now. And I'm blessed to know that we've got like people like Erenville and some of the Scions that are still on our team, so we've got some familiarity there as well. But if I remember rightly, the last video or last recording or last stream, we were it's music. Oh, it's good. It's 14 a lot, to be honest. I'm really fucking buzzing to play the game. But I think I remember there was some was it like bandits or something we were searching down or something, and I remember that, and they were looking for. I remember me memeing about some grandma's dildo or something. So, anyway, do you want to read this one, V?
Yeah, sure.
Or do you want me to read this one, V?
Yes, I said yeah.
Oh, I said, do you want to read this one, V? And you said, yeah, sure. I'll read this one.
I thought you said you want me to read this one. I was like, yeah, sure. And I'm sitting here, and Neil's not reading, and I'm like,
no, it's fine. I'll read. A found number appeared to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I'll keep watch from there. The attractant I leave to you. Toss it into the bonfire near the middle of the town. Will come soon after.
Yeah. How sad is it that he's waited 3 months for us to return to this little area?
Erenville's a bro. He's got this.
Right.
He was camping here behind this rock for months. Oh, you're not you doing your WoW and jumping on your mountain for 2 meters.
Yes. And now not me forgetting all of my buttons.
Rotation, yeah.
Yeah, enemies attack here too. Are we gonna do the same thing like in WoW? You read the boys and I read the...
We could do that.
Other ones? think it's gonna be easier that way.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh, just playing my little bit of samurai there. I've missed it so much.
I think we've learned a lot from WoW and from making all these recordings, because even though it did take us, you know, a little bit of time to set it up and everything, I think at the end of the day that we came back better and we've learned a lot. Okay. Oh, okay. Toss it into fire. I will try. Okay. Oh, movie time. Oh, I didn't expect that.
What am I tossing into fire? Foul smelling?
Yes. Oh, you're not watching the movie yet. Oh, okay. No
Nah,
spoilers.
it's fine. It's gonna take me a while to load up as well.
Hmm. There is reading, so I can wait for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna check something real quick.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
I think my audio might be really loud. I've just turned it down a bit, so I'll read this one since it's blue-haired bread breaker. What's that smell? Oh, is that a guy or a girl? I'll read it.
Right.
Oh, that reeks! Oh my god, this music. Do you want to be the silver-haired jailbreaker, or do you want me to read this as well?
Sure, I'll do it.
You
What
be
did
the
you put in the fire?
You're silver then. This is me, I'm blue. Was it me, I swear?
Mine is now talking, but there's no lines.
No spoilers. Red haired. Shall I be red as well? I'll be red and blue.
Did something die?
Okay, you be
You're
red.
blue, I'll be the rest, yeah.
Okay.
Someone want to explain that ungodly stench to me?
Oh, I think I remember something. I'll tell you in a minute.
Mm-hmm. The eyebrow raise.
Oh, is that you? You're silver, right?
Boss, over there. Huh? What in the world? For real though. Dinos! That's you.
I'm blue.
Is it? No. Ah!
Rub your eyes!
There we go. So the smokes what drew them here. I swear, when I find out who did this.
Do you remember what's the smoke be? It's the poop.
Oh,
We gathered poop, do you remember?
Oh, the poop, right, yeah. That's right.
I'll read this if you want.
Yeah.
I'd say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Not gonna lie, I'm buzzing to be back to 14.
Me too.
You can read this one.
Hey, what's going on out there? I'm still here in case you've forgotten.
4 months later. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. Sit tight, we'll be back for you in 4 months' time.
What? You gotta get me out of here now! They're gonna kill me! The urgency, right? I'm begging you, please! Come back to 14!
Shh, they'll hear you.
The glare.
This is you.
Yeah. Who was that?
Shit, as that runs away.
Not Aaronville giving him the death glare. Hey, are you gonna help me or what?
The bracelet must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now.
I love this music.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit like chocobo music.
Right? Oh, there's another cutscene immediately. Spoilers.
Give me a sec to load up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm ready. All that effort and not to show for it. Do you want to read Zakawa?
Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture.
No need to apologise. We were planning to save you. Eventually.
Really? And I don't even know who you are. You secret admirers of mine or something? He kind of reminds me of Johnny from Final Fantasy XIV. I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help.
This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town?
The one and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dust Watch.
That would explain why the bandits are so confident they can avoid capture.
You're trying to get back something the vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out back there. I have an idea where he's hid his cash. Cash. Reckon he's headed there now too. We can go together. Good job, B. I've got a score to settle with him myself. I am so sorry.
Alright. I don't doubt that you do. But we need to know what is first. Will you tell us? Sorry, what it is first.
We need to learn how to read again.
Oh, good luck
Right.
here.
So those bandits at Totanawawi, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. That was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how, with a duel. Oh, that's you.
I see. By the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to an account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority.
And we made damn sure they did, every time. Before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. Then, about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people it was created to protect. I talked it over with my friends, Quikana and Liwine, and we agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel, and he accepted. I still remember how he gloated that he'd win. But when the day came, he showed up with the Dust Watch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. As if that wasn't enough, he set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dust Watch. And here's us 4 months later. Hello.
Oh, sorry.
This is you.
Sorry, yeah. And that's why you were ready to challenge him in the middle of the town.
I was, until that guy with the spear stopped me. No sooner had I And I stepped out of the town that the vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner, then, well, you know the rest.
You said that the Swatch would be of no help. Are they all working for the vulture then?
No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kamaka, he's as honest as they come, a staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe? Are we pretending that we don't know?
Well, if he knows where the vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've grown so used to my protagonist actually having an opinion in like Persona and some other games that now I'm finding it hard to look at my own character just making a face and not even replying anything. It's just a bit difficult now.
Hmm.
For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone.
A plan?
All I ask is that you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at Sheshenewezi Springs. Oh god.
I guess we can decide what to do after he gives us his pitch. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've really missed this game.
Me too.
Like, graphically, looking at the game, seeing it all, you know, with the red sky and the, you know, the sunset and sunrise or whatever, it's just really beautiful. I've missed the game a lot, to be honest, though.
You wanna sit? Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn off mount music. I feel like it ruins my immersion.
Right?
This car feels like it's going uber slow, but I think also we haven't got max speed in all the zones and all that yet.
Yeah. Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. Okay.
Law of the land. Another cutscene? Nice.
Emerald looks expectantly for... Okay.
Sorry. You'll
No
go faster than
worries.
me anyway. I'll hang fire for a second. It's you?
Oh, there he is. Well, well, look who it is.
Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with this authority.
Yeah, he moves the spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed in with regular shipments of fuel to Tuliolal, where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'd trust the lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand.
I wasn't sure what to make of you after, oh god, Hosataiwi, but I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. No offense.
Why? Why, you know? Ah, well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Krasavagi would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. And using that will expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Wihuta is carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there will be time enough to find it once he's behind bars.
But won't he simply feign innocence?
Oh, he'll try. And that's when I'll challenge him to a duel.
Instance duty of that, Kappa. A duel?
No, Captain.
That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall.
True, but unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels and the old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. Oh, so he never even participated.
But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town?
It's not as if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that will be the end of the vulture. Are we gonna use magic? Are we gonna cheat?
The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think?
Oh, I'm actually asked for an opinion. Look at that.
We can trust
I
in
say...
No, I'm just reading what the options were. What are you putting?
As long as we get the bracelet back, fuck everything else.
Same, yeah. As long as we get the bracelet back.
That bracelet's really important to you, huh? Don't worry. I'll see to it you get it back. It's like, dude, I just want to finish my MSQ. Come on.
If you're satisfied, then so am I.
I knew I could count on you.
Oh, I need my Johnny there. I knew I could count on you.
Right?
It's definitely Johnny though, isn't it? From FF7. I was seeing in Tanawa Yaoi, so it's probably best I search the barrels. Sorry, I stay and search the barrels.
Then you're with me, tell the vulture. I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Then if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible, and make your way to Hutsanagi. Once you've got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Shut up! Alright then, let's do it.
Hustanagi, there's not even an N in that word at all of it.
No,
It's
someone was
fine.
just banging the keyboard.
It's
all
fine.
the way.
It's one thing I'm struggling with. I'll probably abbreviate a lot of these names, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I'm not paying attention to them anymore. I will never know any names of any zones here. Holy shit.
We'll see it when we're in cutscenes when they say it.
Ugh.
I'll read this one. So the we're likely the Shentona's doing. What's his angle? And then there's that brat. It's past time I dealt with him. Wihuit is oblivious to your presence. Perhaps a gentle poke will get his attention. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, Neon, poke him. Yeah.
Poking? What's this? An unfamiliar face in these parts. Have
Wait, I
you
got poked. Wait. I'm struggling.
Just target him and type in /poke.
I'm trying. There we go.
Okay. An unfamiliar face in these parts. Have you need of the Dustwatch, sir? What? Zakawa tried to rob you, but you apprehended him? I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from the prison, he turned into a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, sir. Might I trouble you to take me to him? He is now accompanying you, keep him aside. Yada yada yada. I'm not gonna read that because it's just the same warning every time.
Not what I had in my cards for today, but
What?
alright. Having him accompany us.
Ask about the springs?
Sure.
Not that this is an appropriate time for me to play our tour guide, but if you insist, the Sheshasunawagi Springs is home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of easy coin has attracted some undesirables, though. And I'm going to also make small talk with him. Something the matter? If not, then please, lead on.
He's rude. Is there another one? No, there isn't.
I mean, we can sprint.
I think so.
Yeah, we can sprint. We're not got
I
far
like
to
how
go.
he speeds up too. Yeah, if I mount up, I think he'll disappear. I don't know.
Yeah, don't mount up. You and your bloody mounts. I'm going to confiscate them, Kappa. I'm enjoying it though. I'm actually liking the whole like I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
just
you like
really
to
having
walk
fun.
around, yeah.
No, well, yeah, I do like to. But I mean, I'm just enjoying the game at the moment.
No, it's nice to be back in a very relaxed manner, not have to like worry about everything else. It's just nice to sit here and play through the story.
Is this the place? Oh, I don't see him. Oops, silly me, this isn't the right place.
Right?
I see. Very well, lead on.
Silly me.
I'm just enjoying it. I've missed it. Like, you know, it's nice because we've been playing a lot of WoW lately. For my community who don't know, I've been doing a lot of WoW videos with V on her channel, and we've probably done about 18 1-hour-ish videos, if not more. So we've probably done close to 19 hours of story of WoW and questing. So this is just a nice change of pace. Ask about the cerulean fields. There's gold in these fields. Blue gold. Best beware of the breast in these parts. They may prefer to snack on cerulean, but for you I reckon they'd make an exception.
Is he calling me a snack?
I mean, is that so bad?
Is he calling you a snack?
I mean, is that so bad?
Right.
It's a quite engaging quest, though. I'm enjoying it. Is this the place then? I could have sworn I left him here.
Spoilers.
This some sort of joke. Of all the, let's keep moving. We're taking him really far out though. Look where we are on the map.
I almost feel bad for him, to be honest. It's like, I'm new here. I'm still learning my way around. It's actually funny how when you start the combat, the music for me changes immediately to combat music. How cool is that?
I like that.
Not me trying to loot an enemy with my muscle memory from WoW now.
Not in this game. Oh, this better be the place then. Ah, now I remember. I left him tied up around a rock. Must have been a different rock, I'm gonna say. Second option for me.
I'm gonna go for the first one. What does yours say?
Mine says, "Oh, my patience is wearing awfully thin, sir. If he isn't at that exact next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would both dearly regret." We're now going further south. Let's sprint.
Oh god, he's not gonna like this. If I were him, I would be highly suspecting a prank right about now.
I've missed a lot of the music in the game as well. I've just generally missed this game. It's been months really, and I've been playing this game for about 10 years, so taking a 4-month break is a long time. So I'm going to ask about the Napolitenders. Unless you'd rather I feed you on raw needles and all, cut the chit-chat. Oh.
Sorry.
Small talk. Hurry up already. Am I meant to,
we're just meant to go, I think. He doesn't want to talk at all anymore. I think this is going to be a duty.
No, it's no duty yet.
Are you sure?
I was thinking it might be with the jewel.
Oh, it's not the same color. Never mind. Or might, I don't know. Oh, never mind. It's just a quest.
All right. Where is he?
Oh, sorry.
Oh. I'll be this guy. You be the probably other guy.
Yeah, the
Makes
other
sense.
guy. Yeah.
I don't see him anywhere. Where is the cower? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Goodness me, where could he have gone?
Found it. He must have escaped. Right?
I'll read the next dialogue anyway of mine. If he's different than yours, you tell me.
The face that we're pulling.
That's it. I've had it up to here with these games. I've had it with you. Hey. Oh, sorry, it's you.
Hey, who's that? You're looking for me?
Looking for me? Some superhero voice.
I'm sorry. Is it not good enough?
No, it's just being a cheesy line. You know, looking for me. You know, Batman's there. You know. There he is. Look.
Chat, I'm not good enough.
Oh my god, not you in your chat.
If you want to place me. If you want to place me under arrest, you'll have to work a little harder. Anyway. You'll
be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you. Yeah, you little shit. Oh, sorry, I didn't say that. It'd be funny if you did.
Right. And he's forgotten about us completely. Oh, the music. No, listen.
Oh, I can't because I'm still at a loading screen.
Oh.
So, you know, spoilers. Spoilers chat. Oh, music could be music.
Talking. Shush.
Oh.
Shh. They're talking. Finally voiced lines.
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag! So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular
selling
cerulean
coin for
shipments and
coin.
waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved. And it...
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Now I remember.
You've seen it then?
No, no, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
I'm gonna say, oh, come off it. I saw you with a bracelet.
Yeah, me too.
Dickhead.
Right?
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
Bahute, that's a nice name.
It's a
We're learning
setup,
how to say
sir.
these names.
I have the bracelet, yes, but I only because I found it. I swear. They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
You don't mean...
Makara!
Magora.
Wahoote, I challenge you to a duel.
Respect the old laws.
The winner
Respect
is right,
the old
the
ways.
loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Yeah, have at it. Let your pistols do the talking. Please, do you honestly believe you
So
can
weird that they're
goad me
American.
into playing your game?
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this. Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Kamakasum's badass.
Yeah.
I like him already. Draw! Tumbleweed.
You scared me? Gave me a heart attack.
Draw!
Stop it! Stop it! You're very low.
Oh, you little shit!
What is that?
Looks
Oh God.
like you've gotten
Hildebrand
slow in your old
moment.
age, Vulture.
He did say it.
Spoilers.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
You drew your gun within town limits. But Wihute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go. As are your friends.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all!
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wihute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody. But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zakawa? What do you intend to do now?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Like Zakawa. Spunky.
I like the voice actor too, yeah.
Me too. And Kamaka's.
Here, this was Vawuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yes, a person very dear to her.
They're all good people, though. Exhausting.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the Vulture.
That wooden piece of shit. I'm sorry.
No, I've actually really enjoyed this whole quest line in the I'm gonna call it the western area. I really enjoyed it. I've been looking forward to it as well.
Actually, me too. And I don't know. It's not that I hate Wuklamat or whatever, but her not being around to, tell me all her thoughts at all times, it's kind of refreshing. Even though I'm doing something for her, it's like, I can breathe finally, it's back in her home, and it just feels so good.
That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well.
Phew! Finally, it's over. I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. And we got a wild banana blend.
I'll take a wild banana blend right now.
Me too.
Now that we have the bracelet, let's return to Shishinoswagi Springs. We'll be staying. Oh, sorry. That's you.
Will you be staying here long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then.
That was my dialogue line. That was my dialogue line. You took my dialogue line.
Sorry.
Fine.
Sorry.
We could teleport to the springs, to be fair. Be lazy.
Sure.
Actually,
Yeah,
saying
let's
that,
do that. No.
1 second. Cause, is there an ether current nearby? There is. 50 south.
Oh. Okay, you and your ether currents. I don't know where south is. I'm not a pirate.
It's south on the radar. Must be really
Here?
close. Here is it?
Where?
You see it?
What?
71
must have
northwest.
Oh, never. Is
It's
it
over here.
I see this one. Look, there's one there.
This is the one that we're running towards, yeah.
Oh, but this is a jumping puzzle, isn't it? Oh no, it isn't. It isn't. There's stairs. Okay.
Oh, the stairs are.
Yeah. There's something satisfying about collecting ether currents, isn't there?
Yeah, I actually kind of like it. The same goes for like sightseeing logs and stuff. You know, when you see one, it feels good.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we should try to collect these when we can because we are going to be wanting to fly in these zones, especially for late game. So I'm going to look for another one. 556.
I'm going. I left. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll meet you there. 556 northeast.
Have fun.
466 northeast. Oh, it's good music. I'm liking the music in the zone. I've missed 14's music a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
I did too. I think they put a lot of effort into, the music and general immersion. I think it's good. And honestly, we've only been playing for like maybe an hour or maybe even less than that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it already feels better. At least when it comes to, immersion, being able to focus on the story and whatnot. To the point, and I'm gonna say something that I never thought I would say on footage, but I am enjoying it to the point that I wouldn't mind actually replaying the game while I'm just, doing it this way and focusing on the story and not, I guess, creating a disruptive experience and, just being able to fully pay attention to the game as well.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Well, I've spoken to you about this a good few times, but one of my main reasons for being really excited for Dawntrail is that when they were launching Dawntrail, they announced that FF14 will be, I don't want to say collaborating, but they will be using, they're going to be using a 24-man raid theme that is going to be themed from Final Fantasy XI. Final Fantasy XI, even to this day, as much as I adore Final Fantasy XIV with all my heart, FF11 will always trump over it for me. Like, it just will. It was an incredibly special experience, probably one of the best gaming moments of my existence at this point. Nothing has come close to the addiction I've ever had for any other game in my entire life, and that probably takes a slight over precedence over FF7 for me. That's how much I love 11, and I say that in a way because 11 and 7 were very different. Like, one's online, one's not online. I definitely think 11 has been the best online experience I've ever had, and 7's the best solo experience I ever experienced, and the age I played it at. But 11 being the 24-man raid right now, oh my god, I can't wait. And I know little bits here and there, but I really want to. That's actually one of the incentives for me or motivations for me is to get done with FF14's Dawntrail story, so I can get ready for doing the 24-man raid content. But on top of that, I have also unintentionally felt that even though we've been playing a lot of WoW and I've been doing a lot of speedruns on my channel and stuff like that, that I've accidentally and unintentionally taken this long break that I took from 14, and I think it's done me wonders. I do kind of half agree with you though that I think I'm sorry, there's another Aether Current really
I'm
close
just sitting
by.
here. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Okay.
be with me and grabbing these. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm
One's
fine.
really close by though, right near you.
You're just feeding your addiction at this point, and I'll let it happen.
But yeah, I do agree with you that I think the break's done me wonders. I think it's made me appreciate 14 a bit more. Not that I didn't appreciate 14 before, but I think I was on the point of, you know, I'd been streaming and playing the game every Sunday for like 18 or something months, 20 months. So I think I started in April 2023. So now we're almost in 2025, you know. So it has almost been 2 years, and I think a small break has done me good. I'm just looking for it. It's really close by. It's like southeast over here. Oh, there it is. It's really close by. I don't know if you can see him in the map, but if you want to come over here.
No, I'm not looking. I'm just sitting here waiting for you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
okay.
That's fine. I'm
That's
aware.
fine. Yeah, I know.
I see where you are.
Yes,
You might have even picked it up.
up.
You might even be oh, another one southwest.
No, I
No,
forbid. No.
No, it's actually on the way. Like I'm actually like it's actually next to you. In fact,
Okay.
like if you
But
press your
please.
if you actually press your Aether Current compass, you probably find it next to you.
I don't want to. There's a reason why I don't want to do it. It's because it's so addicting for me as well. If I start doing it, then that's all I'm doing. And I have a hard time not looking for these currents when I start. Yes.
Can you see me on the map?
Yes.
This is literally the compass. So this is the current.
No, not doing it.
All right. You find it addictive going for the currents?
Yes.
So you're not
because
picking
when
them up?
I'm not doing this at this time. No,
Okay.
because that's all I want to do.
Oh.
Because
okay.
when I swipe the map, I do all the side quests, I do ether currents. I can't just do one thing. If
Oh,
it's
okay.
not MSU, I do everything. So it's difficult for me to do that. I really don't like this woman's face. It looks a lot more 2D than it's supposed to. Anyway, cutscene. She's not gonna talk, is
You
she?
read Namika and I'll read Erenville still, I guess.
My bracelet, thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It's a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklamat is blessed to have such devoted friends.
Bah, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us as more of a long-standing acquaintances. You can read
Regardless
this.
of how you choose to describe it, there is no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandits' leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him.
An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight.
Savage.
Your friend.
There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. Alright, you read them.
You want me to read them?
I'd like to...
Oh.
The two of them, yeah.
Oh,
I'd like
the
you
two.
to meet my two best friends, Quikana and Luwine.
If it wasn't for you believing in Zakawa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it is to see that bastard Bahute put behind bars. We never gave up we never gave up hope that Zakawa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now and lacking in strength besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target.
Even so, if anyone should give the Dustwatch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day so no one will get the better of us ever again. Isn't that right?
Right. And we'll teach you how to draw your pistol so fast, right? And you'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast, right? Well, we won't need to duel if it all goes as it should.
But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. And off he goes.
Spoilers.
If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to die.
Oh my god. Lucas, I'm so sorry.
As I'll be here a while yet, though. Do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance.
Were you not planning to give me a blowy? Were you not planning on to take the train home?
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Did you?
Oh, train service has been suspended. Didn't I tell you?
You mentioned no such thing.
Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well.
An earthquake? It must have happened when we were all down south. Still down south.
There's been quite a few tremors of late, and a rather large one struck not long before you two arrived. Only hope no one was hurt.
Oh, the sun coming up at the same time as cutscene's nice.
At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself.
Let's do that. The station is just over there. Alright, and I'm liking all the music, it's so nice.
Me too.
I'm loving the colour of the zone and stuff, it's so gorgeous.
Especially mornings. It's so pretty.
Very pretty, yeah. It seems people aren't too happy about the train delays.
Like, I do not want to do a quest about the train station accidents right now.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
I like her outfit.
I do. She's a Highlander.
Please don't tell
Engineer
me you
looks
come
like
to
he's
complain
12.
too. We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather
Yeah, can I go, please?
I understand.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand, too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful. Thank you! Thank you so much! I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
I love how high quality his armor is, his clothes.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
There they are. That's them, the 2 volunteers. Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe. And this grizzled mug is Zopia,
Names.
an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Something the matter?
Getting flashbacks. That's a nice touch.
Right. Mm-hmm.
No, they literally gave us flashbacks. It was the first thing I thought. And they also played the music. Oh my god, that's really good, that. Would you be, I'm sorry, go on.
No, it's actually quite nice. It was very unexpected to see that, but I don't know. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it?
I'm gonna say, would you happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Yeah, I said that.
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber. We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Pyatayonin Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
I'm not gonna lie, that really hit me in the feels.
Right.
Because Shadowbringers, that was like 4 years ago now. And... well, nearly 5 years ago now, probably.
And that part, it was, even though it was, I remember the trolley part as like a little bit of a quiet before the storm, it was still really special. And, you know, I didn't expect this. You know, I'm glad they did it. Because there's no way you would have come here unless you, I guess, paid for it, boosted, whatever you want to call it, and didn't know about the trolleys. It's such a famous thing that I think everyone, you know, would have understood the reference unless they were skipping all the cutscenes.
Well, when we first went in there, the music started playing, and my immediate impression was, oh, why is this music playing? And then I saw the guy who looked like the guy, or I'd forgive me for not remembering names, but for the guy in the whole trolley section of Shadowbringers. But if it was like a nod to Endwalker, it'd be like, okay, kind of cool. But it's not. It's a nod to people who remember. But Shadowbringers, I think, as a community, I think Shadowbringers really means a lot to the community. Some people say Shadowbringers is better than Endwalker, and Endwalker being better than Shadowbringers, and so on and so forth. But I think, granted, one thing we can't say is that none of them sucked more than the other. I think they both equally were fantastic expansions. And to give it that, like, nod and give you the feels... and not only that, but Shadowbringers, if there's one expansion that gives you the feels, it's Shadowbringers, right? Shadowbringers gives you the feels. And from playing that music and playing that reference there, and then you're going, wait, is this meant to be like a proper reference here? I don't know, I just think it was really, really good there. I'm very, very happy with that, actually. Holy shit. Me too.
I feel like it's one of those moments that in the unfortunate blur that the Dawntrail has been so far, this is one of those moments that you're gonna remember and be like, but they did put in this little reference, and that was so nice. I just wish there was more of them, not necessarily nostalgia or, you know, these Easter eggs or something, but just something to remember. Because at this point, I'm not remembering names, I'm not remembering, you know, zones. I remember what they look like, but I don't remember what they're called. And I do remember the story, and I think one of the most, I guess, memorable stories was, you know, about the two races and moment about basically them creating these children of power, where 1 out of 100 children would survive, you know, for their own gains and whatnot. Like that was a memorable story. I think that the story of Alpaca, you know, and well, this spitting alpaca at the beginning, and then basically bargaining for certain things that they needed to get this first, what's it called, like plaque or whatever it was. I think that those were for me kind of memorable, and the golden cities, like seeing the door for the first time and whatnot, that was also something special. But apart from that, I am struggling to remember a lot more things, and I'm glad to add another pretty memorable cutscene and a very special moment to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so for me, looking back on Dawntrail and going back with like vague memories of what's going on, something I'll always give credit for of 14 is the music and the zones. I think they're all gorgeous. I don't think there's any complaints by them at all. The names is probably one of my pet peeves, and even then I feel like that's nitpicky, because names, they're not overly relevant. Like, you know, it really doesn't. It's not a big deal for me. Something I've actually criticised 14 for, personally, not like in a video or anything, is the lack of creative names for bosses and even some dungeons and stuff. Like, so yes, they're using these like wild names, but these hopefully will come to names that maybe we will remember. Maybe we can't say them, but maybe it's something that we will remember over in time, you know, like in 4 years' time, because now remember they're building this whole new world, whole new story now, so maybe they don't have any meanings for us right now, but maybe in time they will. And
No, go ahead.
And I think I liked the journey of Wuklamat, going around and essentially what I'm going to call, forget me for not remembering all these simple terms, but this like pilgrimage of going around and getting these plaques. I actually did enjoy that. Did I like, you know, the quality of how the quests were doing it, or how the story was being told? Not entirely. And I do think they've thrown in a bit of comedy here in the right areas, which I think 14 do really well, and as well as giving you those serious cutscenes as well. But overall, I'm not hating it at all, and at the moment I thought what could have been worse is doing between 90 and 100, doing this whole quest line of you going around this journey and doing quests and missions around the world and world building, and then getting these plaques, and then the finale is Wuklamat becoming this champion or whatever, right? But it's not. It's halfway through level 95, and we've done that part of it now, so now it's the other half. So now I'm actually really intrigued to find out what the next side of this 95 plus is, because I just looked, we're still on level 95 of the MSQ. We're not even past the halfway point yet, and we're in this another gorgeous zone. And I'm gonna say now, I think the best is yet to come with this expansion. Certainly in terms of the base MSQ, I think there's more to come late game. I've seen some screenshots of some other zones. I mean, I'm not even slightly intrigued, I'm highly intrigued with what's to come. I'm wondering where the FF9 references are going to come in, and whether you'll even get them, V, because you're in the middle of your 9 playthrough. So I'm excited for that. On top of how they're going to incorporate FF11's raid into, you know, FF14's world, I'm very, very intrigued by it. And also the raid tier. You know, what's the raid tier? I have no clue. I've tried not to watch anything at all. And of course the dungeons we've got to do as well, and the duties. So there's a lot to come. I'm actually I really, 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 I can't stress this enough. I think being back and playing the game, I cannot stress how much I've missed this game. Like, I've missed it a lot more than I thought.
I feel the same way, and I think that this is the one thing that I feel like they did a good job with in Endwalker, and I think that what they're doing is unexpectedly they are replicating the experience, and I don't think that it's spoilers at this point to talk about Endwalker because at the end of the day, whoever's watching this has probably watched Endwalker also. So I think that when we were playing through Endwalker, we fully expected Zodiark to be our big bad, and I think we were gearing up to, to battle this big bad. Where it came as a big shock that it actually wasn't. So I feel like they did a really really nice. Oh my God, did I say? What did I say? Did I say Endwalker or Shadowbringers? I'm sorry, I can't remember what I said.
At the beginning,
anyway.
I thought you said Endwalker, but
I just wanted to make sure that I said the right thing because at this moment I can't remember what I said. But what I wanted to say is that they're replicating the Zodiark experience where we thought that was the finale, but it only ended up being something like a beginning, right, of an actual story and an actual big bad. And after that, we got Meteon and this whole experience with her. So I feel like we were kind of, I don't want to say tricked, but positively, I guess, in a positive way, tricked into thinking that this was the end, but then something new happened. And I would like to believe that that is the experience that we're going to be getting with this as well, because I agree with you. And I didn't want to see Wuklamat's finale be the finale of our story because selfishly enough, I want to be the not the main character necessarily of the story, but I don't want to feel like her silent lackey this whole time. I feel like it's just not a good experience for me overall in an MMORPG. I don't look to be like a champion or whatever, but I also don't want to feel like I'm just there to see someone else's journey. And when it comes to just one singular particular person, I don't like following them around and just kind of seeing where they end up when I don't even like them at the end of the day, and I'm forced into liking them because essentially the game said so. Would you like to yeah
would you like
to finish off with this quest
sure
for today?
There are no small number of live in Shaolani. I must confess that I've never visited the home of Hostaro. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroads. For some reason, railroads is really hard for me to say.
Railroads. It is a bit hard.